Wonderful to see so many people here, to see Gordon and his family, his band, so many of his fans, but also a lot of his peers from the music community, a lot of my friends, my family. I'm absolutely thrilled with the turnout. I have to use some cheat sheets because I've got a lot of names I'm going to rattle off quickly. I won't keep you, but I don't want to forget anybody. So I do have a lot of people to thank for helping me to make this book happen. Diane Turbide, who you just heard, is one of 3 strong, supremely talented women that I was lucky enough to have as my support team. Diane and I share a history that goes back to our days at Maclean's, and I've always admired her steady hand and intelligent mind when it comes to editing, so I was absolutely thrilled when I learned she was going to be working on my book. I just want to quickly mention some of Diane's colleagues at Penguin, because I've been so lucky to have a great team at Penguin working with me on the book, and they include Brad Martin, Nicole Winstanley, Cara Carndorf, and Justin Stoller, and my publicist, Josh Glover. Special thanks also go to Samantha Ruinski for all the hard work she put into organizing this event tonight. This book may not have happened if my agent, Jackie Kaiser, had not stuck by me when it mattered most, offering her constant support and wise counsel. Jackie and I also go back a long ways. She was the editor on my first book at Penguin before the Gold Rush. So it's kind of wonderful how things come around. Brad Martin was around then too, and there he is. Thank you for coming, Brad. As for Jackie, she now runs the Westwood Creative Artists Agency, and I'm very fortunate to have her in my corner. The third woman I want to thank is the most important person in my life, and that's my beautiful wife, Carol Hay. Carol has seen me through all of my books, always willing to read drafts and offer crucial big picture notes. She's a brilliant storyteller and screenwriter. In fact, her new TV series, Frankie Drake, debuts on CBC November 6th. So it gave me great confidence to know that she had my back on this one too. The rest of my immediate family were also incredibly supportive, including my sisters Christina and Allie, and my musician son Callum. My musician son Callum, who couldn't be here tonight because he's performing in Stockholm right now. But my other musician son Duncan is here, and I want to thank him for his stellar transcription work on all of the book's many interviews. Having a musician's perspective and his deep interest in the subject matter really paid off. There are a number of very fine writers in this room tonight I want to thank as well. Nino Ricci and Ian Pearson both read versions of the manuscript and gave me incredibly helpful notes. I also want to acknowledge a number of writers who are here who had previously written about Gordon Lightfoot for magazines and newspapers, and whose work was invaluable to my research. And they include Liz Braun, Ryan D. Johnson, Liam Lacey, John McFarlane, Marcy McDonald, and Nick Gruen. There are also a couple of photographers I want to give a shout out to, because that beautiful cover photograph of Gordon was taken by the late, great John Reeves. And it is an absolutely superb portrait, I think you'll agree. And I just want to thank John's work, and Beverly McGee, his wife, who's here tonight, for providing his great portraiture photography for the book.
Wow.
Bruce Cole is another great Toronto photographer who I think is here. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Nicola.
A colleague of mine once said that writing a biography, especially of a living person, involves immersing yourself in that person's life in almost a lunatic fashion. I can relate. During the many years spent chronicling the life of Gordon Lightfoot, I sometimes felt like a crazy stalker. Not exactly digging through his garbage or recycling bins, but delving deeply enough into private matters for it to feel just a little bit creepy. To Gordon's credit, he never made me feel like a weirdo for asking personal questions, even when I kept repeating them over and over again until I got the answers. As uncomfortable as it was for him, he knew I was just doing my job as his biographer. Admirably, he told his family, friends, and bandmates that if I called, they should talk to me, and that they should do so freely. I want to thank them all for their candor, and many of them are here tonight. Without Gordon's openness, patience, trust, and especially his generosity, this book would not be what it is. After all these many years, a comprehensive biography of Gordon Lightfoot, one undertaken with his full cooperation, has finally been written. I am grateful, honored, and humbled that he chose me to do it. Thank you, Gordon. Now, but first of all, I want to just tell you you're in for a treat. We have a band about to perform. These are some of the finest singer-songwriters in their own right in Canada. And they're going to perform a set of Gordon Lightfoot songs. And I want to welcome to the stage Jory Nash,